unmuted.
I had switched it to test it and I never switched it back.
So what? It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
They're giving. Listen, we're giving the people a little.
That was
taste.
a little teaser.
A teaser.
That's a teaser.
Just
That
a
was a
little.
little teaser.
Just a little.
Just a small.
Woo!
That was a little
pick.
teaser. A little teaser of what is to come
Oh my gosh.
on episode 156. That's our 3-year anniversary.
Oh man.
Our 3-year anniversary. And welcome to Plausible Foolishness. We are your two kings of the Rube Empire. I'm the mad scientist Matt, philosopher king, and I have a perspective on things.
Let me tell you about it, brother. Oh my goodness. Episode 151, I am the strong one. I have a perspective on things. The Iron King himself has landed with the two kings here at Plausible Foolishness. Welcome to the greatest show you will ever watch your entire life. This, I try to hype this up every week. I say that the last episode is the greatest of all time, and then we just top it every single week. And you know why? Because you're watching every single week live here, ladies and gentlemen. You bring us here every single week, and we appreciate you. I'm here with the sexiest scientist of all time, the mad scientist, the strong ones in the house. But we would be remiss. We would be abhorrently evil. Dare I say, we would be democratic. We would be a Democrat if we did not include the right hand of the king. Dusty is in the house as well. Dusty's getting fanfare now. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Like, people are like, that Dusty guy is a great addition to the show.
And I'm not even on camera.
Listen, and I'm telling you what, I figured out why.
Why is that?
Because, listen, this show is called
Because
Plausible.
I look like
Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Brad Pitt.
I'd have a crush on you then. No, I'm just kidding. Just
too.
kidding. Me too. Hashtag.
Wait, not that gun. Not that gun.
No.
No.
But,
You just got Cuomo'd.
oh my gosh. This show's already ready to blow up, bro. It's already ready. This is like a powder keg. It was ready to go from the jump. But we're doing our pre-show, okay, before. And I just realized it. I'm like, listen, it's like, the show's called Plausible Foolishness, right?
Yes.
And what's the tagline for us again? What is it?
Well, there's been an evolution across the board, but beginning out it was what we're saying might sound like foolishness to you, but if you listen long enough, you might just come to find that it's plausible.
Oh, sure.
Now it's become a citizen of the Rube Empire, where the taxes are voluntary, the people are free, and we serve freshly roasted liberal logic every Wednesday at 9 p.m.
Oh, it just smells good.
Yeah, it does.
Just burning liberal logic.
Tasty.
Tasty.
Take it in.
Oh my gosh. But I just realized the depth of our show. It's like, like when you become...
Flexecutioner with the easy lover.
Is it easy? That was a whole episode. You remember that one?
I do.
Flexecution, don't start it, because I will sing that. I was listening to Yacht Rock on the way here. I was listening to like Michael McDonald and Kenny Loggins, because I just discovered Thundercat. Have you guys heard of Thundercat?
Oh, yeah.
The artist?
Yeah.
I just discovered him today. I just did. And I'm like listening to his song. And I only discovered it because I was looking for Kenny Loggins and Michael McDonald. And he had a song with him. I'm like, oh, play this song. And I'm like, ooh. Ooh. I was jiving with it a little bit. So I was feeling it. But,
nope. Never heard of him. Ever.
But Flexecution, you can't start the show off with a distraction like, easy love. Like, you can't do that. Or I will go on a tangent the whole show. Okay.
Seriously, these guys.
Well, it's too late. I mean, you're already going to do that.
True. Now, before the show, our show is called Plausible Foolishness, right? Because we want as plausible, rational thoughts as possible when roasting liberal logic. Because it's very easy to roast because it melts on itself. The two words don't go together. It's liberal logic.
Yeah.
They don't go together.
But at the same time, what we're saying to much of the population sounds like utter foolishness.
100%. So
we're trying to ease them out of that.
Now, if you're going to go on a scale, clearly, Matt has always been the level-headed guy with the plausible thought process. He just keeps it real, okay?
Mhm.
But we just added Dusty, and Dusty's even more plausible, which I didn't even realize until our conversation, and I love it. I love it. Like, Dusty will defend the official story, and I like that because you need contrarians in this deal. Matt's kind of in between.
I'm all for the foolishness.
Okay.
However, I need the evidence to back up the foolishness.
And I like that. I appreciate that. We need that. Matt is still...
I'm there too.
You were there too, bro.
Yeah.
You were there too, and I
But
like
there's
it.
some things that are like, okay, there's no evidence for this.
Mm-hmm.
But there's enough evidence to make me think there's some other story that we just don't know yet.
Listen, you can still prove murder without a body. You can still prove murder without the weapon. And even the motive. There's a lot of circumstantial things that can come together to make that a rational thought process. But I'm willing to go in the deep end. I don't need the motive, the body, or the deal. I'll just go straight into the foolishness. I'll admit it. I'll go there. That's my role on this show. So I love the balance of the show. I love the direction where it's going. And you're getting fanfare from people that you don't even know.
I don't even know.
Big Robbie's watching right now on Spotify, and he's like, dude, that Dusty guy is hilarious. And you know what? I think he's pretty funny.
Yeah.
He's a great fish for the show. But he keeps paying us. So,
yeah.
whatever, man. But anyway,
That's the
don't
deal
do
with,
it. Don't put down the
That's
phone.
the deal with voluntary taxes, you know.
They're voluntary.
They're voluntary, so we have to make do with what we get.
I like
And
voluntary.
we get a lot,
It's true.
honestly. So thank you, Rube Empire.
Thank you.
For voluntarily paying taxes.
Speaking of Rube Empire, this is episode 151. We are 4 episodes away. 152, sorry about it. We are 4 episodes away from our 3-year anniversary, which is very exciting. Make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe on twitch.tv/plausiblepoolishness. That's twitch.tv/plausiblepoolishness. That's twitch.tv/plausiblepoolishness. Come on, Dusty! And you can do what Dusty just did and become a real... Become the Yowie, wowie, baby. Make sure you head over there and give us a nice subscribe, which is awesome. We love that. If you're on Clapper right now, listen, we get it. We're on Clapper. We're blown up. We're taking over the world. We've officially dunked on TikTok. I can bury TikTok now. Official. It's like I've overcome the hurdle. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. But if you're on Clapper, you're on TikTok, if you're on Facebook, Instagram, make sure you check us out over there as well. We're all over there, which is beautiful. And you ready to get into the show today, bro?
Yeah, I am.
What's the title of the episode today?
It's Promises Made. What am I doing here?
Can I say something honestly to both of you guys? The trolls that I get, you've seen them, Dusty. You've seen them. You've seen the trolls that I get online for being the strong one.
Have they dried up?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Okay. They haven't, but it's getting harder for them to defend their points. Because literally they're like, once Trump's gone, you're going to fade away and no one's going to care about you and blah, blah, blah. Which is funny because my clapper's blowing up right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, Biden gives me so much content, it's insane. This show, like think about since Biden's been in office, how much easier is it for us to show prep? Like think about that. How many more things do we get to talk about? Because think about what our show was before. We had to defend Trump the whole time, right? We had to defend smart, rational thought processes, right? And now...
We have more content than we have time for.
Exactly. We run out of time.
We need to send a thank you note to Biden.
I know,
because, I mean, seriously.
We do.
Biden, Pelosi, and all of them, are making content for us for years.
For days. And we don't have enough time. Our last 2 episodes have been
We're
solid.
not even paying them for it.
I know.
I love it.
It's a real personal Dusty.
We are. It's called tax money and
True.
the devaluing of our dollar and
Bitcoin.
Hey, man. Listen, that's
get the orange pill.
Get the orange pill. I see it. I've heard that. I've heard the orange pill. But hey, so much content to cover today. But man, where am I at right now? Here's what's funny. Wasn't Biden the one that said that we need to wear, like, if we just needed to wear one mask to save one life, it'd be worth it, right? Didn't he say that?
No, it was 2 masks.
Oh, 2 masks, sorry.
No,
it
it
wasn't
actually
no,
was,
three.
it was 3. Yeah.
Three.
If you
now,
would just...
now it's N95 and a cloth mask.
Oh, okay.
and now, wait, what's next?
Well, plastic...
Well, I'll tell you what's next, actually.
Okay.
At the E3, Electronics Entertainment Expo, Razer that make gaming nice and keyboards and stuff like this. This is just one example, but they have this new high-tech mask, and it's like this whole like it looks like something out of a future. It's like Noob Saibut from Mortal Kombat or something like that. It's a futuristic
Finish him.
or the tech mask from those ninjas. Like I can't remember his name, but anyway, it's clear so that you can actually see people's face, so that you can see that they're smiling.
Sure.
There's like a whole air filtration system and
Jesus.
everything. It's just a super high tech mask, and like kudos to them. It's actually really. It looks like it would be very effective. It solves several problems from mask stuff and stuff. What I hate about it is that like they're banking on this being forever.
So is Biden.
The new normal.
The new normal.
Biden said we'd be wearing masks all the way till 2023.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so
And
Fauci said 2022, as he was not wearing.
I bet you the people at Razor are like watching Texas open up 100%, Mississippi
just
open up.
screaming,
Hopefully soon to be.
Stop!
Yeah, for the love of God, no. At least we have California and New York.
We have New York
Oh
and
wait,
California.
they're opening up California and New York.
Well, they're gonna have to because both their governors are in trouble. But
Yeah.
we'll get to that
That's
in a
beside
second.
the point.
That's
Hey,
beside the point.
ignore the man behind the curtain.
Hey, ignore
And
it.
women.
Just, you did not see that. But yeah,
Or thing.
I
Or
love.
Z.
You were not Me Too.
But anybody else find it ironic how obsessed Democrats are for saving lives of Rona? And in the same week, did we cover this last week by any chance? Bombs in Syria? No?
No, it
Air
hasn't happened
strikes?
yet.
We hadn't hit that yet. We ran out of time.
Oh, by the way, Biden airstriked Syria. Now, just for context, globalist President Bush, globalist President Obama bombed the living piss out of Syria for a long time, right? What's the strategic reason for that again?
They didn't like the landscape. They kept trying to redo the landscape.
What was the strategic reason?
Well, Iran is.
Wait, we're talking about Syria,
very-
though. Syria.
Yeah, but they
Training
have an
terrorists,
influence. They're training
terrorists.
terrorists and influencing things in there, and Iran.
So enter Donald J. Trump, who asked basic questions like that. And the generals, remember, I don't know if you saw this interview, but the generals couldn't give him a reason why we're in Syria. Hence why Orange Man was trying to get troops out of Syria. Does anybody remember that?
He did get troops out of Syria.
He did,
to
but
the tune of almost 80% of the troops.
but he wanted 100%,
He was shooting for 100, but
and they defied him.
yeah.
And that, which is ironic, which I didn't know you could do
I
that
thought
to
he
a
was the
commander.
commander in chief.
You would think that, but I used to think a lot of things. I used to think the Constitution.
Are you saying that? Are you saying that there's like a, I don't know, shadow government, and that like maybe that it's really the bureaucracy that runs this country, and we only
deep
are
state?
worshiping at the feet of figureheads and fools?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
And listen, I understand. Some might call it the deep state, some might call it globalist, some might call it is what it is. But what's magical is the commander-in-chief, as said for in their constitution, couldn't be the commander-in-chief. How crazy is that?
Huh.
Which is crazy because it goes along the lines with a lot of things, right? Like the Supreme Court not hearing cases that federally affect the entire country. But listen, we live in a banana republic now. Welcome to the United States of Venezuela. But now, anyways, just kidding. I mean, it would never get that bad, right? Right? Anyways, under Biden, we're bombing Syria again. So Orange Man tries to get out of Syria, 100%. He's told that he's horrible, evil leader. Nobody can explain why we're in Syria. But now we still have troops in Syria that are being attacked, and we're bombing the Middle East again.
So what you're saying, if
We did on the show.
yeah,
Wait, you called that?
yeah,
We all
You called
did.
that?
yeah,
We both did.
yeah.
What was the first thing that he would do when he got in office?
Start a
Bomb
war.
the Middle East.
Bomb the Middle East.
Start a war.
Start a war. Bomb the middle. Well, at first he would get taxes up. He would screw our taxes up, make things more expensive, and bomb the Middle East.
And what's gas prices done in the last month?
They're up 50 cents, right? More? Oh my gosh.
68 cents as of today.
Made in America. Gotta love it.
It's good.
Gotta love it.
It's
What happened in the first 6 months of Trump coming into office?
Yeah, the complete opposite. Yeah.
I think they dropped like $1.25.
Crazy how that works. But, hey, listen, this is what you allow.
It just goes to show the white supremacy of oil.
It's always black.
Yeah.
Selections have consequences, guys. Now, here's the thing. We care about American lives so much that we will completely steal their freedom by making them put a face diaper on that does absolutely nothing, but will bomb brown people in the Middle East.
Mm-hmm. For their own good.
For their own good.
If we could just save one life.
Listen.
Other than abortion.
Other than abortion.
Because, babies don't matter.
Other than the suicide rate and depression that's going on right now because of Corona lockdown.
Other than, the old people in the nursing homes.
Yeah, thanks, Cuomo. Other than the people ODing on opioids. The Trump was fighting the whole time he was in office, but that's...
Other than the people in Michigan that were falsely arrested and accused of crimes.
Yeah.
Other than all of that.
Other than all of that. If we could save one life.
Just one.
Just one.
But it can't be white.
Oh my goodness, I love this new America.
You have to lose your whiteness.
Hey man, listen. Promises made. Where am I again?
What am I doing here?
Huh?
Right?
Huh? What?
The thing.
The thing.
The place. And
the thing. Are you guys familiar with the Kansas City Shuffle? You guys familiar with it?
Oh yeah.
It's a con man.
It's a con man move.
Yeah.
Made famous in Lucky Number 11. You ever seen that movie?
Oh yeah. Great movie.
You get the whole audience looking left, but you go right. I love you, Democrats. You guys are so good at the Kansas City Shuffle, and I really appreciate you for showing your true colors to America. For the last 2 years, Andrew Cuomo has been lifted up as a golden god.
He was literally given a golden statue. Literally given a golden statue for his COVID-19 coverage, the reports that he would give.
And he thought he would do. He did so good. He made a book about it, right? He made a book.
Did he?
About how he did.
I didn't even.
He
know
made a
that.
book about how
It was number
good.
one on Amazon for like 2 weeks.
How good he did with COVID, right? He was next in line, praise to the skies.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what's happened? What's funny is after the selection, after the steal was complete, magically the Democrats turned on him really, really quickly.
I can't imagine why.
Maybe
Maybe because they eat their own.
they do eat their own, and it's hard to deny.
Well, they'd gotten used to eating,
Yes,
feasting on Orange Man bad.
yes. Well, there's no more Orange Man.
There's no more Orange Man. So
We got to get the next New Yorker, right?
Nom, 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 nom.
What's it? To be fair, Trump's a Floridian now. He's officially To be fair. To be fair. But you know what's funny is, at some point you can't hide the flaws anymore. You know what I mean? You can only you can move the painting on the wall and to cover up so many holes in the wall, but eventually it gets exposed, right? When you have a mass exodus of people leaving the state of New York, that looks bad on blue states.
Stop coming to Florida.
Stop coming here. It's horrible.
Seriously, I can't buy a house.
Dude. Yeah. You gotta get on it, bro.
I'm trying.
We'll get you there, bro. We're gonna get there. God's in control. God is in control.
Amen to that.
Amen to that. But now, here's the thing. You can't ignore a mass exodus, right?
no.
It's like when the
Well, I mean, you can. They're doing a good job of it, but
But it's like, it's like when the Israelites left Egypt. It's like, leave. Oh, wait, let me get all my chariots together and try to wrangle you back up here, okay?
We come back
you
here.
were our entire workforce.
It's
Oh,
like-
my bad.
Crap, our workforce.
You mean I have to
Our
do this?
economy, yes, our economy. And, instead of, God just parting the Red Seas and the waters destroying the armies of Pharaoh, statistics came out, man.
Ooh.
Statistics?
Numbers are a dangerous thing.
Yeah,
They're also racist.
very racist. 2 + 2 is racism. KKK.
Yeah. Well, expecting people to get right answers is clearly
How
racist.
dare...
Oh, sorry.
Don't do it.
How dare you?
Oh my gosh, where did she come from, man? Every time.
Well,
She scares me, man.
Yeah.
We gotta control her.
no.
I'm tired of her.
Well, you're the one that keeps putting
How
her
do you
in your
control?
videos.
How do you control her?
I don't know, man. She comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How do you stop that?
You can't. You can't stop Randy Orton. You can't stop Credit. So you know what I mean?
From
It's
out of nowhere.
No, my God! From out of nowhere, broke him in half. But That dang Jezebel. Now. Trying to get all my JR-isms in here real quick. Now, what's crazy is the parted sea, right? They parted the sea for Cuomo. Oh, Cuomo's amazing. He's great. And then,
He's wonderful.
oh, the reality caves in.
What was it that came out today? Something about the numbers being wrong about the deaths?
Yeah,
That came out today? I thought that came out a while
last
ago.
week. Came out last week.
Oh, it came out last week. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I thought new numbers had come out today.
Yeah.
The new numbers came out.
Well, it's even worse than we thought.
It's even worse.
Almost 60%.
So if you don't know what we're
60%
talking about,
miscount.
Wow. So, okay, so we did get numbers,
Yes.
and then we've gotten even
More
more
numbers.
updated numbers today,
Yes.
and it was even worse than we thought.
yes.
They
Very good.
they originally said it was right around 40%
Of-
fudging of the numbers.
Well, okay.
And now they're coming find out it's more like
60%
to 65% fudging of the numbers of death rates in these nursing homes.
Yeah. So if you don't know,
And the hospitals that were left empty.
So,
this is so bad. It's so
Well,
bad.
it's
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How quickly, when this pandemic started,
Mhm.
did we know that the most vulnerable people were our elderly?
Immediately. It was like immediately we
Before
knew.
it even hit.
Yeah, we knew that old people were going
Because
to
it
be
was
vulnerable.
ravaging Italy, and Italy's population is mostly
Elderly.
is much more on the elderly side
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
than ours is.
We knew that
So we knew.
from jump. Science.
Huh. So why did they send COVID patients into nursing homes again?
Because science?
Hmm.
Which is, it was kind of ironic because the new training, the new assistant health, what is Shim's-
Assistant to the health secretary?
what's Shim's title? What's Shim?
It's assistant to the health secretary.
Assistant to the health secretary, if that's even a real position. Shim took
I didn't
his-
know assistant health secretaries got confirmed.
that's
I had no idea.
it's new to me. It's
Yeah.
new to me. Rand Paul did some damage on the Shim the other day. Now, Shim knew it was so dangerous. He took him, whatever. I don't even know.
It's them.
That is that what they're saying now?
I just put it all together. It's them.
Yeah, mental disorder. So mental disorder. Person took his
Disease.
mom out of a nursing home because he knew that it was going to be dangerous for the mom. Cuomo did the opposite and shoved old people with Rona into nursing homes, right?
Not just old people. People with mentally handicapped deficiencies. He put them in there too.
Great.
Well, that's where we got that video of that one dude
The black guy beating up the.
punching old
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
And
That's
yet,
bad.
and we had that video, and we knew why it was theirs, because they were putting COVID patients into nursing homes.
Yep.
We knew all this stuff, and they still gave him an Emmy.
Yep. Give him an
They
Emmy.
still gave him an Emmy, and we're
Should have
only
been an enema.
we're only
You might have liked it.
he's only being taken down now because it's safe to do so because Trump is no longer in office. This is political theater. It should sicken us all.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But listen, we don't want to focus on the fact that Cuomo killed a bunch of old people because that would make the Democrats and their position on Rona look bad.
Well, yeah, because then we'd have to do the same thing to Whitmer and 4 other
Of
governors,
course.
right?
So instead, let's throw him a little Kansas City shuffle.
Yeah.
You know what the number one thing you can do with a Democrat when you get mad at them? Sexual harassment! Yay! It-
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
All right, that's about all I can take of that.
if you're on Clapper right now, which there's a bunch of you on Clapper, you head over to twitch.tv/Plausible Foolishness. You are missing the best cutscenes of all time. You're missing Greta appearing out of nowhere. You're missing just
How
gosh!
dare you!
Don't call her. Every time you call her, she comes. Stop it.
She's like Beetlejuice,
It's a
but
Bloody
not
Mary.
nearly as cool.
Yeah, not nearly as cool. Head over to twitch.tv/Plausible Foolishness. Check out the full show. Me, the sexiest man of all time, the mad scientist, Mad Matt, and the man you will never see. Huh?
I mean, it's just true.
I
What you
mean,
say about it.
you can't argue. You can't even argue. There's no
I
rebuttal.
wouldn't say it myself, but I can't deny.
There's no.
I can't deny.
And the right hand of the king, Dusty. So you gotta head over that way and check us out right over there at twitch.tv/Plausible Foolishness. Check out the full show live. Now, the Kansas City Shuffle. Because we can't make COVID look bad. I'd rather have Candyman than Greta. Flexecution. Attaboy. But think about this, like, when in doubt, when the party looks bad, slit their throat and throw them off the boat so the sharks get them, right? So here comes the sexual harassment cases. Here comes magically, after the smoke's cleared, after Orange Man has been successfully stolen from, let's throw him under the bus so it doesn't make the Democrats look bad. It doesn't make New York and California look horrible with the way that they handle. Well, California is bad, but California's just tyrannical. Well, so is New York, so both bad. But anyways,
well, and also it takes away from the idea that we shouldn't even be locked down because the numbers were all jacked up by legit murder.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, you can't call it murder because you'd have to call abortion murder.
I mean, you can't do that. You can't expose that statistics can be messed with. The official story might not be true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. But anyways, it's just funny.
Yeah.
But the mainstream is folks fixated on Andrew Cuomo's sexual harassment versus the fact that he just killed a bunch of old people. Think about that.
Like in the tens of thousands.
Think about that. Now, here's the reality. Do I personally put the onus on Andrew Cuomo that he killed people? No. It's a freaking virus. It came from China. Let's get real. It would be as absurd as me saying that the 130,000 people that died with Rona, not from it, with it, is all on Joe, okay? Now, if I use their logic, what could I say? Cuomo killed a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
Biden's killed a bunch of people. Trump killed a bunch of people. But what's ironic is we turned that noise off the moment the selection was over. Think about that. Magically, it's done.
Yep.
That being said...
Well, the thing is that even without their logic of, such and such is responsible for... He is responsible for the policy.
I agree.
Him and his administration are responsible for a policy that knowingly put elderly in harm's way.
I agree
and
with
then not only knowingly did that, lied about the numbers to cover up their no.
Now, it's one thing to not have implemented a policy, locking America down.
Sure.
Okay? In other words, giving people their freedom.
Sure.
To
right?
choose how they want to handle it.
What a
Exactly.
crazy thought.
Or versus forcing people into a
harmful situation.
Yeah, harmful situation.
Harmful environment.
Via your policy.
Understandable. But that's not the narrative. We're not going to talk about that, but we'll talk about Cuomo's nipple rings and the fact that he likes young ladies. That's what we're going to talk about. Good old Kansas City Shuffle, man.
Nipple rings are gross, though.
They're pretty disgusting.
They're
Yeah,
pretty
it's
nasty.
For a 6-year-old guy?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean, I can excuse tattoos because I'm a tatted up dude. I'm going to have these for the rest of my life. But nip rings? I mean, at 60? I mean, but then again, they're Democrats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's the orgy this week, boys? But anyway, I mean, like,
He
it
was
just is what it is.
accused for reaching for a girl's, Oh, wait.
Every Democrat
Didn't
does that.
somebody accuse somebody else of that?
Hmm.
A guy with a really bad tan,
Yeah.
orange something.
Yeah. Hey, but
Yeah.
listen, it's all good, Hey, Tara Reid, no big deal, Clinton's Epstein Island. But hey, listen, no big deal whatsoever. But what's funny, what is ironic about the story is your girl, Hillary Clinton, is more concerned about the sexual harassment case than the fact that her New York people, because she's from New York apparently, whatever, center there, 10,000 people died there. Think about that. Ironic. Anybody else find that funny? Hey, listen, save a life. We got to save one life. Bomb Syria. Hey, we killed a bunch of people. Look at the sexual harassment because sex sells. Think about it.
We
amazing.
need these hospitals. We need these ships. No, send them all to the nursing homes.
Yeah, send them to the
Let
nursing
them all
homes.
die.
Not a single person on one of those ships. Did you know that?
Yeah, not a single person in one of the ships. Not a single person in the auxiliary hospitals that they opened.
Yep.
That were fully staffed.
Yep.
And fully ready to go for Corona.
Yep.
No, let's send them to the nursing homes that doesn't have any of that.
You know what's funny now, too, is not only are the Dems for ignoring bombing Syria, they're ignoring Cuomo killing a bunch of people, and they're, passing it up for sexual harassment. They're really mad at Texas right now. They're pissed.
Yeah.
What did Texas do to them?
What did
besides-
Texas do?
I mean, Texas is Texas, and has been Texas all this time.
Interesting.
And
It is the Lone Star State.
It is.
They
Remember the Alamo guys.
they do things their own way.
The eyes
They
of Texas
don't-
are upon- Oh, sorry.
Except for Austin and parts of
Dallas.
Dallas and
Yeah.
Houston. Texas does things its own way, and the rest of the country can cram it with walnuts.
It's true.
And yet again, they've done it. 100% open. No masks whatsoever. And, of course, the left doesn't like that.
You said
'Cause there
no
are-
masks?
Yeah, no masks.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding you.
We're all gonna
And
die!
you know what? Mississippi has followed suit.
No.
Yeah. Exactly. Now, why do they care so much? It's not their state. Or is it that... I think it's a multiple. First of all, it shows, their numbers aren't going to change. So it'll show how ludicrous the mask mandates are.
Yep.
But that's evil.
A. B. Places like California and New York are hemorrhaging citizens. Michigan, yeah, are hemorrhaging citizens, and this is just going to be even more incentive to move to Texas.
I'm going to stay in
In
cold
Mississippi.
Michigan
And that's
with mask and lockdown. No, I'm
yeah.
going to Texas.
Yeah.
Screw this. I'm out.
If Missouri
That's,
had better taxes, I'd go to Missouri.
Missouri, but the problem is Missouri, so it's purple, man. They got blue cities and
I don't
red
care there.
country.
I love their gun laws.
I understand, bro. Hey, listen, I hate him. I hate him.
Yeah, I mean, does anybody have it perfect? No.
Florida does.
Florida's
No.
pretty good.
Florida's
Florida
good,
could
but
be
it's not
better.
Perfect. It's not perfect.
Could
Florida
be
could
better.
be. Yeah.
But we're a heck of a lot better than most of the rest of y'all. Sorry.
Hey,
Thanks
we
for
can
watching.
Anyone want to go to dinner with us?
Yeah.
We can go out to eat.
No, what I love is I have a lot of family from Ohio, and it's so funny because they believe this stuff. Like, it's funny, like, watching people believe the stuff the media says about Florida forever, and then when they come down and they're like,
Oh, you guys aren't all dying. That's weird. We thought you had the bubonic plague down here and everyone's dead.
no, we're good. We're thriving. Doing pretty good, And we don't even have the mask mandate released, and nobody really...
Outside of Orange County and parts of Miami,
Yeah.
nobody wears masks.
Yeah, I think I said this on the show. I was in a strong man. There was like 350 people in there. I counted 3 masks. 3 masks in a very tight, closed environment. In Orlando, like right by Mills and 50. So like right downtown Orlando.
I was out in the villages
Yeah.
about 2 weeks ago. Went into Walmart. Not a single person wearing a
No.
mask. Not even the employees.
No.
And I'm like,
Go to a
Well,
gas
shoot.
station? Yeah, go to a gas station? No.
I felt like throwing it over my head and
This
twisting
is
it
my
around.
rule. I enter as if I don't have to wear masks.
Yeah.
And until somebody tells me, and then I make the choice: do I continue to do this here, or do I continue wear a mask and continue to shop here, or do I go somewhere else? Most of the time I'm just gonna put the stupid mask on because like the thing that I need I can only get here or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Frustrating.
until it's not a rule until they enforce it.
I know.
And even then, they can't really enforce it. There's no fines.
No.
There's no jail time.
There's nothing.
It's just a,
Can you put the mask on? No. I said that at Firehouse the other day.
yeah.
They still took my order. Can you put the mask on? No. I'll have a Firehouse Hero and a blah, blah, blah. It's like, what are you going to do, 16-year-old kid behind the counter? You going to call the cops? Like, no. Do you
To
want my
you?
money?
Nothing.
Do you want my money or not?
No, he doesn't. But the owner does.
I mean, the owner wants my money. You want my business? You better take my business. But it is what it is. But, I mean, Florida's pretty much like that way. But then again, we don't really care. But that's why DeSantis has been so emboldened. Even though, let's get real. I love DeSantis right now.
I
But
like
DeSantis
his policies right now.
I love his policies right now. He is still
There's
a
a
Bush
distinction there.
Republican. He is.
Oh yeah.
He is. But he saw the Trump train. He saw his state, and he's like, pretty red here, pretty Trumpy here. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But he has to kind of go with it. But I love seeing Texas do this. I love, once again, the spirit of Texas. The eyes of Texas are upon you. And this is spelling the end of...
And the eyes of the ranger are upon you.
Is that from
Everything
Walker?
you do, he's gonna see.
Is that from Walker, Texas Ranger?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whenever you're in Texas, look behind you. Cause that's where the Rangers gonna be.
Can we get a Chuck Norris clip? Like, you know how
Yeah,
Conan
right.
O'Brien has the random...
God.
We gotta get that on the show. Random Chuck Norris clip, man. But, random
Just have a
Walker.
roundhouse kick of his.
Yeah. Roundhouse kick. Roundhouse.
The Waiting Flame, a.k.a. Bobby the Bull.
Whoa.
None of us Michiganders want the mask. Everyone I met so far can't wait to get rid of them.
That's
You know
true.
what?
All my
You know what you
family
could
can't
do?
stand 'em.
Get rid of your governor.
Well, there's that.
Sorry.
But also just don't
Don't do it.
wear them.
Don't wear it.
If everybody stops wearing them,
What are they going to
what
do?
are they gonna do?
When I was in Ohio last time, like, we
You know,
went to the
riot
mall.
police and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So, look forward to it.
So we go to the
Watch for the
mall.
pepper spray.
We go to the mall last time I was in Ohio, and everybody's like wearing the mask, and I'm like, first of all, I stand out like a sore thumb because I'm wearing shorts, and it's freezing balls cold. Everybody has a jacket on. I've got a
You
t-shirt.
stand out anyways.
To be fair, it's true, but I was the only one that didn't wear a mask. I literally was like, I'm not wearing a mask in here. This is the most absurd thing, and like people just looked at me like, oh, dear God, he's not obeying. He's not listening.
Where was this?
Goliath.
Columbus, Ohio.
Put your mask
capital of
on.
Ohio. So like they're big and small, and I'm just walking around like, no, I'm good. And I just refused. I'm just not going to do that.
Who is
It's like,
this?
what is this?
Who is this
foreign-
man mountain who
This-
won't?
It's
Bend
Goliath.
the knee. But let's get real. That's what it's all about. What they're worried about is not the sickness or the illness. They're not really worried about it.
Did you see at CPAC even
Yeah.
this last weekend?
Mhm.
Fleckis got kicked out for
Yeah.
not wearing a mask. DC Drano got kicked out for not wearing a mask.
Which is hilarious because Orlando, like, I went to the convention center for the Olympia.
Mm-hmm.
No one wore a mask in there.
Can't imagine why.
No one wore a mask.
See,
in
but
the
this
Olympia.
wasn't at the convention center. This
Yeah,
was
it was at the Hyatt.
The Hyatt Hotel.
Yeah, if it was a convention center, that they would have done. Pardon my crap, but nothing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it is what it is. Because
That was close.
listen, bro.
I almost had to bleep it.
I'm intense right now. Okay, I'm intense. Okay, I want freedom so bad. Father, forgive my lips. Okay, He has my soul. My lips just, my tongue just gets out of
Don't
control.
make me bleep you.
Do we have a bleep function? Do we have one?
No.
Oh, I want to utilize it so bad. Like, and not cuss, but just be like, going across the whole time. No, that's not what we're about. But what I was saying is, like, literally, like, what was 2 months ago? I go to the
Just
Olympia.
muted you. That whole
Did
thing.
you do that? Yes.
That's my bleep function.
That's amazing.
Just mute you.
Go ahead.
Waiting Flame says, we're in the process of dealing with her like with Cuomo in New York City. And it wouldn't surprise me if that's as successful as our Supreme Court.
Supreme Court. What's that? What's that?
Beats the life out of me.
What Supreme Court?
Well, they're the ones that legislate from the bench. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then don't see.
Yeah, they make mandates to purchase healthcare into a tax,
Oh.
and they
Constitutional. Very
they take controversial subjects like gay marriage and make them
Constitutional.
law.
Where's that in the Constitution? Gay marriage?
I'd really like for somebody to point it out.
Where's marriage in the Constitution? By the way,
Yeah,
strange.
Where? Yeah.
couldn't tell you.
Where's
government
murdering your
shouldn't be
baby?
involved in that.
Where's murdering your baby in the Constitution?
Where's the right to choose? Because I don't remember seeing Roe v. Wade in the Constitution.
I don't see that either.
anywhere.
It's so strange, man. But they can tell us that, but they won't hear anything that has to do with election fraud. But hey, listen, no big deal. Not a big deal. It's their
I
one of
thought
three
it
branches.
said life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
no,
Isn't that key word in there life?
no.
Yeah, if you're
Silly.
a functioning member of society,
Silly.
if you're if you're a worthwhile unit of production,
So
sure.
in other words, anybody under the age of 3 is
You're
essentially
you
useless.
go-
Yeah,
you
look.
gotta knock it up there.
I've got a 3-year-old, and she's not really productive. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
but she can do
destructive.
stuff. She can do stuff.
Yeah, she can throw her diaper away, so that's good.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But,
she can feed
listen,
herself.
That's where we're at right here in America, man, which is crazy. But shame on you, Texas, for giving people freedom. But I did see an amazing Babylon Bee meme where it's like Texas is now creating freedom to scare off the Californians.
Yeah. That was good.
It's get rid of the mask.
They're hitting it out of the park all the time.
Oh, Babylon Bee right now.
Yeah.
I was watching their podcast the other day, and this guy went on a rant with them because they're like, Babylon Bee, what's wrong with you? You're so right leaning now. What you have no liberal content whatsoever. And they're sitting around like,
Never.
when have we ever been liberal?
Because liberals aren't funny.
No, you're
They
not.
have no sense of humor. So why would you want to try to make liberal humor?
You can't
I
meme.
haven't seen any yet.
And the thing is that there was a time when they did, and that
That was
was
so
when the
strange.
religious right was the authoritarian
Yeah.
power at the time. You
Yeah.
know, because we were trying. I mean, we weren't being conservative.
Sure.
We were trying to be
Authoritarian.
authoritarian
Yeah.
with our, with our values that are the right values,
It's your
but
truth,
you
yeah.
can't.
Can't force it on
You
people.
can't. I mean,
You
yeah,
shouldn't force it on
yeah,
people.
you can't.
It's not that you can't. it's that you
Authoritarianism
shouldn't.
isn't going to get people to adopt those values.
Sure it can.
No.
The left's trying it right now, bro.
You have to change the heart. The heart is the issue
Sure.
and always has been.
Sure. But you know what's funny about that, to your point, it is funny that they've become the nuns and the moral police. And it's funny they still think that they have, like, one, they think they have moral authority, which is hilarious. And two, they actually think... Have you ever watched a cool kid lose his coolness? Have you ever seen that before?
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
Like in high school, it's like, oh, this dude used to be the coolest dude on the planet, and then they're not cool anymore.
Mhm.
And you're just like, bro. That is the left right now. Want an example of that, boys? Did you guys watch the Golden Globes this week?
No one watched the Golden Globes.
You're right. No one actually watched the Golden Globes. Viewership down 60%. NBC. This is
But
NBC.
Tina Fey and Amy Poehler will host it this time.
So you went from Ricky Gervais, who
Yeah.
was hilarious,
Yeah.
and roasted all the celebrities, destroyed them, which was one of the best rants of all time, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It was the
Oh yeah, it was great.
with the Epstein jokes and stuff.
Oh,
It's like your best friend Epstein. Shut up, you loved it. But they went from that to Tina Fey. Now listen, I think Tina Fey's funny. She's
sure.
funny.
Amy Poehler's funny.
Amy
Yeah.
Poehler's funny.
In fact, they had a very funny hosting like 7 years ago.
Yes, very funny.
And they're trying to reproduce that over and over again and failing because it's impossible to be funny.
Yeah,
Because if it's not funny, it's offensive.
exactly. You know what's funny? Ironically,
You know what's funny?
sorry. You're just not the cool kids anymore.
Yeah.
You're not. Like the essence of cool is rebellion. Let's get real with ourselves, right?
Oh yeah.
Like every chick, I hate to say this to you, but it's fact. Call me misogynistic, whatever, okay? I'm a father of 3 daughters. Girls like bad boys. They do in some form or fashion.
It's true.
They do.
It's true.
You do. You like danger. You think that the bad boy's cool. Now, 9 times out of 10,
As
he's
a-
probably the worst person. What?
As a certified good boy, I can attest to that.
But eventually, people wake up and they realize, hey, listen, I probably...
I can also attest to that.
Yeah.
And then in fact now I'm the bad boy because I refuse to wear masks and I
So-
while the rest of the world does. And
So what you're saying is you've gotten hotter to your wife as your marriage has progressed.
for sure.
I like it.
Listen, I'm beating them off with sticks, you know.
but
It's not true.
No.
It's not true.
But-
Not at all.
let's get
But,
real. Rebellion is cool.
It is.
You are not rebellious anymore. You are literally the machine. You guys remember Rage Against the Machine?
Oh yeah. And what were they raging against?
The things they're doing now.
Everything they're doing. now.
Everything they're doing now
In fact, Rage Against the Machine
is the machine. They're the machine now.
Yeah.
Tina Fey, you're the machine. I'm sorry. Hollywood, you're the machine. there are people that are more popular on YouTube than you are right now.
Mhm.
Period.
Mhm.
There are people that are doing TikToks that are more popular than you are. No one cares about you anymore. Go ahead.
And basically they let them take away their cool factor.
Yep.
They let this cancel culture, PC police,
Yep.
Woke ideology madness steal their cool.
Yep.
They let them do it. And they were complicit in it, saying, oh yeah, we should be better. I'm gonna learn to be better.
Yes.
And no, just be funny. That's
Yep.
all we want you to do.
Yes.
Is be funny.
Be edgy. Be funny. I can deal with edgy.
Mhm.
I can deal with the South Parks of the world. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
Because
God, yeah.
listen, does South Park roast, mainstream Christianity? Yes, they
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Okay.
Constantly.
But they roast Muhammad too, so I'm down with both. They
and
kind of
Scientology.
and Scientology. Listen,
And Judaism.
But
and
that's-
Yeah,
Dum, dum,
you
dum,
name
dum,
an
dum.
ism, they've
Yeah.
roasted it.
but listen, I can deal with that edgy humor. I can deal with that.
Ah,
But what's now? There's nothing edgy about them now. There's nothing cool about them to the point where.
Well, South Park is still doing what they do.
Oh, and it's funny, by the way,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
The chin masks. oh god! Put your chin mask on. Okay, I feel better now. So funny. But think about this. CPAC got better ratings than the Golden Globes. Donald Trump got more views than Tina Fey and blah 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 blah.
No. What are you talking about?
I mean, I get it.
The most famous and most popular president in history is in the White House now.
Hey,
How is Donald Trump even talked about still?
because promises made. Where am I again? What?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Sassafras?
the thing.
Huh?
And then I got hair on my legs.
Corn pop! Bad dude. But yeah, think about this. Trump, who you tried to demonize forever. When you demonize someone, you make them cool. I'm sorry, you do. You do. Like, the kid that gets in the most trouble at high school, that is the cool kid every single time. In some form or fashion. Probably
Listen,
not for a good reason.
Listen, I am a Christian. And I've been a Christian since I was 5.
Amen, brother. Since 5?
Yeah.
Man, I see you,
Since
bro.
5, yeah.
I see you.
I still listened to Marilyn Manson in the 90s.
Oh, dear Lord.
I still did it.
World starts in the
Oh,
middle.
Not every
yeah.
song, but
Beautiful
when it came,
People.
but Beautiful People,
that's good.
that was my jam.
Dope Show is my favorite song by him.
That was a good song too.
Dope Show always gets me fired up when I'm
Yeah.
lifting.
A Saint. I always liked that one. Just because it was so ironic. Marilyn Manson again.
Yeah, I don't know that one particular one. And see, I didn't listen to all of it, but I
Rob
listened to
Zombie. I
some.
listened to Rob Zombie.
Oh, yeah.
I went hard on Rob Zombie. It's like my go-to bench press song, More Human Than Human, which is humanism, which is horrible. It's just antithetical to Christ's teaching. I get it. I've been there, bro.
But it was demonized by the religious right.
And he got cool.
It was.
He blew up.
It was kind of cool.
It,
And it was just darn good music.
and you demonized Orange Man. You made Orange Man Marilyn Manson. You did. For the generation. We will love him now forever because you hate him so much. And it has nothing to do with him. He is a scumbag like everybody else. But guess
I
what?
never adopted any of Marilyn Manson's proclivities.
No.
You know?
Apparently he hated Jews now. That came out recently. He's a Jew hater.
Cool.
Yay!
Yay! Never thought he was a good influence.
No!
Not once.
Not at all. Not at once.
But I still liked his music.
Yep. Because it's edgy. It's
You
art.
know? We're not going to go around grabbing them by the you-know-what.
I got
You
you,
know?
man.
We're not going to have a new wife every other month. All right? But darn if I don't like his music.
Yeah. And to be fair, at least Trump's girls were legally old enough. But anyways,
Yeah, true.
to be fair, what? Sorry, man.
Sniffing here.
Sniffing here.
Deep State has joined us.
Oh, jeez.
The new
Oh, no.
podcast with Obama and Springsteen is doing phenomenally. Very forward-thinking. Check it out.
It's terrible. That's probably what my face looks like right now. It's terrifying. But dude, yeah. So Dusty just put an unmasking What is it?
Filter.
A filter? Is that what
Yeah.
takes the they're not masking, but takes the beard away?
Yeah.
It's terrifying. Never post that in real life. Jeez. Ah!
I want to see.
Do
Oh.
Matt. Oh,
Oh,
my
terrible.
god!
Terrible.
This is why we wear beards.
The
Listen,
thing-
I used to diss ladies for makeup, but let's get real, man. Like,
beard is man makeup. Is that what you're trying to
beard
say?
is a man makeup, man. It is. It makes us look better. It just is what it is. You let your manhood go, and it's all good.
Well, I think you phrasing.
What?
Phrasing.
Let your manhood go? And
Yeah,
gross?
phrasing.
No?
Yeah,
Is it
I
bad?
need to watch
No.
that.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I just
Could have been a better way to say
just
that.
tweak it a little bit. You know?
What?
Maybe you should record yourself and listen to it later.
It's not good.
What? Oh, what did he say? He was like, "Oh, no, I don't understand. I don't
Yeah,
care
no.
what's different."
Sounds good to me.
And he's a screwy lefty now too,
Oh,
and he was hilarious.
no, he
He's
he
always
has
been a hardcore
always
lefty.
been screwy left.
We're talking about Tobias Funke from Arrested
Yeah.
Development. If you've not seen that show,
what is his name?
Shame on you. Oh, I don't know. what his name
David.
is. David Arquette? Just kidding. No,
No.
that's it's still no, that's the guy from Scream, right? David Arquette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
See, I don't know celebrities because that's how uncool you are now, people.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm more excited
David
about
Cross.
random YouTubers that want to come on our show that I'm begging the 51% over here to have them on, even if it gets crazy and absurd because our audience can handle it. Dang it.
Yeah, they can. David Cross. David Cross is his name.
David Cross or Weiss?
David Cross.
Cross? Oh, sorry. Sorry, David Cross. Oh, I thought you were talking about David Weiss.
No.
What,
it's
did I
not.
drop a nugget? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Speaking of it,
Yeah.
didn't mean to.
Especially like extremely early.
What? What are you talking about?
Seriously, early.
What are you talking about? They don't even know.
Come
They
on.
didn't even hear what I said.
The waiting flame is donning a rather handsome mustache.
A mustache.
A mustache.
Oh, it's Mustache March. It's Mustache
it?
March. Yeah.
Is
So
it?
if you're a smooth-faced gentleman, you got to rock the mustache. You bet I rock a mustache.
There's no one here that's rocking a mustache.
No, we just do the full beards, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But it's because
If
we're men.
we're gonna go all the way.
isn't a mustache part of a beard though?
No, it's no, bro.
No.
It's
Yeah, look, this is.
That's just
This
it's
is a
just the
mustache.
accessory for
Accessory.
The mustache.
It's an
For the-
accessory to murder. You know what I mean? This is what it is. It's
for
accessory
the
to murder.
beard.
Speaking of which, can we please talk about something? I just got to pull this out here. Two topics. You know, Golden Globes gets wrecked by CPAC.
Yeah.
This is Dusty's favorite topic to talk about, but I don't know if anyone's noticed, but WWE, you know, the fake wrestling, has a bigger audience than the NBA right now.
Can't.
Boy, there's a lot of that tonight.
Yeah.
There's a lot of winning.
Oh,
There's
a
so
lot of
much
victories
winning.
here.
Yeah.
So much winning right now. It's hilarious. And we didn't even talk about the pre-show. Georgia is going to require voter ID for the absentee ballots going forward. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, it's a big inning.
Oh.
Texas is already saying screw the mask. Georgia, like the problem is they didn't have the how do I say this? How did Mankind used to say it? Intestinal fortitude,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you couldn't say
Or
the
well, I think
Testic-
originally it was testicular fortitude.
testicular fortitude, but yeah, we can't. You know, we try to keep it PG in this place. They didn't have the what's to challenge the madness that happened in Atlanta. You know, like the ballots coming out from under tables and so on and so forth. Twice.
On
No,
video.
But now that Orange Man's out, now we'll act tough on voting fraud and require voter ID for that, so that you don't have the Nevada situation like Crowder's covering right now. If you haven't been watching it now,
Oh, what? Yeah. What did they do? They were. So he's showing off areas where votes supposedly came from, addresses that aren't addresses.
yeah,
Well, there
Where
are
votes-
addresses. There's just nothing there.
there's no addresses.
There's no home. There's
Yeah.
no living. There's
Nothing.
roads. There's
Nothing.
parking lots.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
There's
And then Nevada is changing the addresses of those. Is that what's
they're
happening?
changing the addresses in real time after Crowder reports it to the world, only to report it to businesses where people don't live.
it's still wrong addresses.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah,
But
they
hey,
could
that's
use
just-
Google or
bro.
UPS to figure out. Wait, we need to change it to this.
yeah, but that would require the government to be good at something. And I don't. think the government's good at anything.
What do you mean? They're there to save us.
Sorry, that's my Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Libertarian coming out there. Sorry about that. But you know, at the end of the day, like,
Have you seen this? The Waiting Flames dissing our sound library.
whoa, what did he say?
So we need a serious update to our sound library.
What are you talking about?
I don't for the life of me know.
Why in the world? What is better than Alex Jones saying that frogs are gay?
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
I mean, what's
Do you
what's
understand
crazy?
that?
Got you again.
He's got me every time.
Every
I always
time
forget.
you
I always
forget-
forget.
you
that
get to-
last
you
word.
understand that?
You understand that?
You were good for a while though.
I know, man. I just Alex Jones has been out of my consciousness for a little bit, except for the him roasting the Q guy, the Buffalo dude, and saying that the snow was gay the other day, which was
fun.
absolutely classic Alex Jones. All I'm going to say is this: listen, man, we are. When you blow up faster than the universe, some things get left behind. Okay, it just is what it is.
It's true.
Some things get
And
left
we
behind.
are working on a lot of. We have a lot of.
Irons
things up
in the
air.
fire.
Irons
Listen,
in the fire.
the-
We have a lot of irons in the fire.
The Waiting
Good,
Flame.
good,
If you
yeah.
saw the beginning of the show, we have done 2 teases on this show. 2 teases already that you weren't even ready for. We teased the new 3-year intro, and you didn't even know it, bro. We teased the guest on accident. Well, I did it on purpose because I'm a little jacked up. But what?
Don't worry. The first tease with the animation, that was on accident too.
And listen, it's accidental teases.
That's how bad we are.
Listen, we're expanding.
Thanks for watching.
Fast.
We're
Twitch.tv.
the Spider-Man of the Marvel Universe.
We are the Spider-Man. Listen, we stumble into greatness, and that is what we do. Okay? But we'll get there. We'll work on it, man. We'll work on it. Well, we can put that on the notes, okay? Dusty, get to it, bro. What do we not pay you for, bro?
I have no idea.
Deep State says, never mind sound bites, where are my subscriber emotes? Where? Hey, I put it out there. If anybody is an artist and watching, please
So
come. Let us know, and we'll get together and we'll bang this thing out.
let's bang it out.
Yeah.
Speaking of banging people out,
Don't touch me
Yes,
there.
for
This is my number.
You really
Got-
went too
gotta
far
be a
the
better way to say
third
that.
Time.
I mean, the word bang. I mean, it's
There's a whole energy drink
Listen,
based off that.
exactly. Hulk Hogan used to say, "Hanging and banging down at Venice Beach Gold Gym, brother." Hanging and banging. That's like lifting weights. You know, like pro wrestling. That's beating the NBA in ratings right now. Fake wrestling
Just
beating
use
real
the hard
basketball.
lemonade if you want to bang something.
Well, the question is it real basketball?
Yeah,
Is it
sure.
real basketball?
Is it real? But here's what's funny. Back to the point. Like, the cool kids have left the building. Right? Basketball players used to be the cool kids. I mean, I played basketball on purpose in high school.
They dunked their own credibility.
They did. You got fake wrestlers that are way more popular than freaking the NBA right now, which is crazy to me. But you know, you guys went woke and you went broke.
Wrestling isn't fake; it's fixed.
That's true.
All right. When they're throwing themselves off the top turnbuckle, they're actually throwing themselves off the top turnbuckle.
That's true. Very true. Now, with that being said, the NBA is losing money, and because they went woke and went broke, right? Remember when Hong Kong was begging for freedom from China? Do you remember that?
Go
by chance?
woke, get broke.
Go woke, get broke, 100%. And what did LeBron James said that it was uneducated to say to defend Hong Kong? They came out and defended China. Basically said it was the NBA versus America, right? They would much rather have that Chinese money. They'd rather support China because they are woke, right?
Yep,
And woke people have
And then
principles.
they doubled down on it this last summer,
Yeah,
and America's clearly gone.
we're done.
Yeah.
See ya.
We're
Now this sounds weird because the most popular president
It's popular.
ever is in the White House.
Ever.
The most votes to have ever been
Ever.
received by a presidential candidate is in the office, and yet the Golden Globes
Nobody
is
wants to watch
down.
it.
Why? Because it's all leftist garbage.
Yep.
The NBA is down. Why? Because it's all leftist garbage.
Right-leaning
Disney's losing-
people love sports. Period. And we love sports. I love sports. And I'm a right-leaning dude. I don't want to watch NBA just because you're so woke. You defend China. LaChina James. That's what they're calling him now. LaChina
LaChina
James.
James.
Right?
Didn't China just released some news articles recently.
Yeah, their their judicial branch, their Supreme Court,
Their wokeness.
they just labeled homosexuality a mental disorder, guys.
But they're
Or at least
woke.
they made it okay to label it.
They made it okay for homosexuality to be labeled a mental disorder. I have one thing to say to this. NBA, where you at, guys? I mean, you've defended China as they stormed the gates of Hong Kong. You defended China all the way through, even though you were right next to Uyghur Muslim camps and watched human rights violations. You were all about that China. Where are you at now in this?
Yeah, but not just NBA. Apple,
Disney, WNBA, where are you guys at, guys? I mean, let's get real. That's a LGBTQ friendly league. Where are you at, guys? Or girls, or shims, or whatever. Where are you at?
Zems.
Zims. Whatever the pronoun is for them now.
Z.
Little penguins, where are you, man? I just
Flightless, useless birds.
Flightless, useless birds, you little penguins. Where are you at?
Yeah, I
You
saw that
said
too.
you're woke. You said that you're all about the woke agenda. I think the LGBTQ agenda's in the woke agenda, right? Correct?
Oh, big time. Yeah, for sure.
Like that's one of their
I mean,
things.
Now, homosexuals are kind of like old news. We're really
we're
into
on the
this whole
trannies.
trans thing.
So hot.
It's
right
pretty
now.
great. It's
You
pretty great.
you remember Zoolander?
Yes. That's Transel. He's super hot right now.
He's so hot right now. the train is so hot right now. But yeah, I mean, where are you at? I mean, we kind of know where our principles are on this thing. I mean, we're pretty solid on what we believe.
It
And
really
where are you?
hasn't changed in over, what?
Doesn't
3,
change.
4,000, 5,000? 6,000 years.
6,000 years, yeah, it's pretty standard, yeah. It's like God doesn't change. Crazy, but think about this. Where are you guys at? You are the biggest China supporters. They're pretty anti-gay. Let's get real. What's up with that? What? What did he say?
China did make the anal swabs mandatory.
But you're not allowed to like it, Dan. This is mandatory, but you will not like it.
Well,
Thank
this
you,
is how they're
CJ.
going to find out.
Yeah,
This is how they're going to find out if you have a mental illness.
that's true.
If it squeaks.
I have a really bad
I'm doing
joke.
that on myself.
Yeah, that's you. That's a
This
dusty.
is no, that's a full length one.
No.
No, that's full
Don't make
length.
me do it.
Do it.
Ow! Stop it. That hurts.
Stop.
It hurts.
Don't touch me
Make it
there.
stop.
This is my no-no sweater.
Oh my gosh.
Stop. Don't touch me there. This is my no-no sweater.
Oh my
Maybe
gosh.
Como should have watched this.
Yeah.
Might have
Now listen.
been prevented.
Hey, all you people ragging on our sound library, our faithful viewers who
Yeah.
are ragging on our sound library,
Thank you, by the way.
that one, others might change. They might. That one is forever.
Amen.
That one is never going.
You got to keep X-Files. But I do want to
Yeah,
replace the gay frogs with the gay snow. I really want the gay snow.
Okay, I'll see.
So
what...
bad.
Really?
Oh, the gay snow's for... You saw that clip, right? With Alex Jones?
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
They made the snow gay and it's white because it's racist.
How dare you!
You gotta... Next week,
That one's not
episode
going anywhere.
153, The Exorcist, and we are getting rid of Greta. We're exorcising her forever. Anathema. But anyways,
Yeah,
no,
but if you keep using her, she's gonna keep coming back.
I know. I've been trying to break up with her on my TikTok and Clapper. I've been trying to. My new one is Joe Biden saying everybody knows I like kids more than people. That's like my.
How dare you?
How dare you? But anyways, yeah. So where you at? NBA, China, Disney. You're woke, right? I mean, you literally kicked Gina Carano off of you kicked him off of Mandalorian for saying a truthful statement.
Now just go to YouTube and see how many likes they have there.
Ooh.
Star
Oh,
Wars is getting
Disney.
the love.
Give him the love
To the
tonight.
tune of almost 1,000 to 1 dislikes.
Dislikes.
1,000.
They're just
to
gonna.
1.
But the thing is,
course.
they won't learn from this.
No.
They'll just turn off comments. They'll turn off likes. They'll turn all this stuff
they
off.
Can't. The problem is with that, all the associating stuff that keeps going on with Star Wars, everything else is getting hit too.
But you.
Good.
But,
And if that's not fans telling you what you need to do,
yeah, but they don't care about what fans want.
Now, is it possible? Is it possible that there are bots, doing this?
It
Yeah.
could be possible.
Because there are bots that
However-
do the opposite. Bots that do the opposite.
Sure.
We
That's
see
what I'm
that on
saying.
TikTok. I mean, it's
Yeah.
I've witnessed
It's
bots.
user 104237916.
Yeah.
It's not that though,
Okay.
because you click on the names and guess what? They have videos attached to them.
Ah.
They have like histories.
Yeah.
They are people.
Well, I can't rationally imagine people are for this though.
And we give it back to you, the people.
Yeah, that's a newer one. That's a newer soundbite. Dang it. No, but I mean, go ahead.
How dare a free people question the two kings?
Yeah, dare you.
Come on, hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
Listen,
No, don't.
if you're on Clapper right now, you're missing out the amazing soundboard. You gotta go to twitch.tv/plausibleFoolishness. That's twitch.tv/plausibleFoolishness. I gotta bring up this real quick because we're running out of showtime. Because I gotta talk about this. I have to talk about this. Okay. It's no secret the left hates kids, right? No secret.
Yeah.
They claim they love kids. They do the complete opposite, right?
Well, they love kids as a useful prop to further their agenda,
Sure.
but
It's
after
for
that,
the
they're
children.
I mean,
they're
listen,
awful.
they love kids so much they use their teachers' unions not to open up schools, right?
Yeah.
They love kids so much they have trainees come in and do sexual dances and read them books, right? They love kids so much they kill 600,000 of them every single year in the womb, right? They love kids so much
They
they've
love them
allowed.
so much they won't let them come into this world.
Yeah, they love them so much they won't let them come to the world, right? And when they get to the world, they lock down and shut down schools and create 94% increase in depression for kids under the age of 18.
They love kids so much they institute policies that make law enforcement agencies shut down child trafficking operations.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be
Operation
talking about Talon, would
Operation
you?
Talon?
Yeah, we
Well,
talked about that
wasn't-
last week.
That wasn't
Yeah.
Biden. That was ICE.
No, but it was
Detail.
Biden. See, he created the conditions in which ICE had to
Oh.
cancel,
down that whole
shut down that,
operation.
and probably
ICE.
other things because they couldn't afford it.
ICE under Homeland Security under the executive branch. Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, just this year, fun stat, if you didn't know this, 117,000 unaccompanied kids have crossed the border into the United States.
Wait a second. We're only the third month into this year.
3 months into the year.
How many?
3 months.
No.
Oh, no, 2, because really we're like, what, a couple days into March?
Yeah.
We're 2 months into the year.
It-
117,000 unaccompanied children are crossing the border
And they're in those sweet migrant facilities.
that were evil but opened up.
No. They're expansion facilities.
Yeah. The pods.
Yeah.
Well, with
Yeah.
bars on them that resemble cages.
But they have AC.
But they're
Okay,
not
AC
cages with kids in them.
AZK, but they're kids.
But they're not cages with kids in them.
Oh.
They're expansion facilities.
Yes. They're refacilitation. They're relocation facilities. We get it. I mean, listen, tomato. We did a show on this, right?
Yeah.
But think about this: 117,000 unaccompanied kids crossing the border.
That's a lot of kids.
The head of, I think it was on the Homeland Security, forget which department, literally said, "How loving of those parents to send them to America."
Are you serious?
Dead serious. I need to find the clip. Verify this. Don't trust anything I'm saying, but go find it. It is out there. Literally testified that it was a loving thing for their parents to send them unaccompanied across the border into the United States. Now, listen. At the end of the day, put yourself in those parents' shoes rationally. It's not like this is a new phenomenon. People have been crossing the border over and over and over again, correct, in the United States. That's why Trump tried to build a wall, which he did a good job of building a lot of wall, but now the funding magically got cut under Biden. Great job, man. America last once again, Biden.
Yeah, he only cut 20,000 jobs in that.
Promises kept. Where am I again? Huh? But let's think about this. Many of you that watch our show have children. I understand dire straits. I understand how bad it can be. It can get ugly.
Mhm.
But do you trust your children's life under your watch, or a random coyote that's going to rape and sexually assault them on the way to the border?
Wait, coyotes do that?
100%. And we're not talking about dogs. What was that Georgia representative?
Yeah.
That didn't understand the difference between a coyote and freaking,
Well,
whatever.
there's a whole host of Twitter people who.
Coyotes!
Look at this guy talking about coyotes.
If you want an example, on Netflix right now, there's a great documentary called Dark Tourism. I don't know if you've seen it yet or not.
Yes.
But he does the 6-hour trek to cross into the border of the United States. Now, it is a simulated activity, but it's a terrifying experience. And he even brought it up. It's like, this is terrifying. Like, little kids come on here, and women and children get raped on the way across this, because guess what? Coyotes don't give a rat's butt about the law. They are breaking 2 international laws to do what they do. Rape is the last thing on their mind. They will do it, not care. I can imagine taking my daughters. Now, I'm not taking this from a place of moral superiority. It's just reality and truth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sending my daughter unaccompanied to another country, no matter how bad my situation is here. Period. They're more safe in my home than they are trying to cross a border with some rando and trying to get into the country to who? To God knows who.
Okay, I have a hard time even considering sending my kids in an airplane with a stewardess that I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That actually has laws and oversight. I have a hard time with that. Sending them with a coyote?
You wouldn't even put them in an Uber car, you know?
Oh,
No.
God, no.
No.
Yeah. But a coyote.
117,000 children in 2 months, have crossed into our border with these savages.
Yeah. And then, not to mention that the coyotes are almost definitely run by the cartels.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just another way to bring in more cash and exploit their fellow citizens, you know?
So, think this through. The Democrats have enabled a policy, once again, because they love kids so much, that they're putting children in harm's way, duping people in whatever country they're coming from Central America, to send their kids unaccompanied, not with their parents, with coyotes, across the border. At this click, at this pace, you're going to have 1.2 million kids being shipped by coyotes run by cartels into the United States of America.
And we don't even know. We don't even know if the parents did send their kids, or they were just abducted and to try and get the adult into the country.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. We don't know.
We know nothing of this.
But
or maybe the cartel just needs to ship them to some operation that they want them to slave away at inside our country.
Yep.
You know.
Like, I don't know, the sex trade.
what? That's a real thing? No
That's
way.
Cuomo.
Yeah, that's Cuomo, exactly. That's Cuomo. He kills 10,000 people, too. Now, here's the thing.
Well, or Hunter.
True. Hunter knows all about that. Foot job, Hunter. But here's the deal. Did I say that out loud?
What?
Minor foot job?
Here,
Anyways,
what?
video, there's evidence. What? It's real? So anyways, I would say this. Here's what I'm getting at. The right-left dynamic, whatever. I get it. People don't like playing sides. People don't like picking sides, blah, 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 blah. It's not really about sides. It's about truth, man.
Yeah.
It's about truth at the end of the freaking day, man. It's about truth. You can't sit there and say, oh, I want to save your life by stealing your freedom by making you wear a mask diaper and then blowing up a bunch of Syrians. That makes absolutely zero sense. You can't sit there and say, oh man, give me your golden idols because I did such a great job as I forced people to their death in thousands in droves, and then, oh wow, I got some nipple rings and inappropriately went after some young flesh, okay? You can't do that, okay? You can't sit there, be the biggest hypocrites on the planet, and try to tell the country how they should live, and then be shocked when none of them want to watch you or see you anymore, and then love the bad boy Donald Trump. You can't do that. You can't sit around and say, oh man, we're the wholesome family company, good old Disney, as we filmed right next to Uyghur Muslim camps where they're castrating men, raping women, and literally committing genocide on a people in a country that you just try to get money from. It's disgusting. You can't do that. And then sit around and say, oh, we love kids, but then you lock down their schools, you don't let them go to school, increase their depression rate 94%, and then you want foreign kids to get sent across the border with these psychopath coyotes who are already breaking the law and molesting, raping, and destroying these kids' lives before they come across. And those are the kids that just make it alive. Think about the kids that don't make it alive across the border, which is disgusting.
We haven't even talked about Disney's doubling down on mask policy.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like the actual parks.
Yeah.
The actual parks, the ones that are open, which is ours,
Mm-hmm.
the only one.
Yeah.
Is actually started a new rule where if you go and eat in their restaurants where there's only a couple of them that you can actually sit down and eat in.
Yeah, when I went, 1/3 of all the restaurants were shut down in each section of the park.
That was
Right.
the whole deal with Disney, man, was the food. The food is delicious. Anyways, keep going.
Anyways,
Yeah.
when you go in and you sit down at the table, unlike any other restaurant in Florida, you have to leave the mask on, and the only time you can take it down below your chin is to shovel food in your mouth, and then you have to bring it right back up.
And I'm sure that they have people
Watching that.
watching like a hawk. I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
when we went, they had people at every store taking account of how many people were coming into the store because there could only be so many. So ridiculous.
But you know what? But this, it makes sense because these guys have never been about truth. They've never been about truth. They've never been about freedom. They're about control, power, and evil. And that's the reality of the situation. Listen, if the right were doing this stuff, I would not be on the right. Trust me. I wasn't on the right for the longest time. I hated Bush. I still don't like Bush. There's not a redeemable thing for me for Bush. I'm still waiting for that argument that can redeem Bush for me. But Bush was just as bad as Obama, who was just as bad as Clinton was before. Okay? And the reality is, Clinton just looked good because he had Newt Gingrich as the Speaker of the House. Let's get real. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm just being honest here. The reality is truth wins. Truth prevails. The science is super clear. You ain't going to die by Rona. It's not happening. I'm sorry. As badly as you want to think that, it's not true. It's so fictitious. You've got over 60% of America now has been in contact with Rona. And most of us haven't died.
Mm-hmm.
Over 20% of us are vaccinated now. Literally, and the numbers were plummeting before the vaccinations came
Meanwhile,
out.
the most vulnerable of us were getting
Shipped into places where they died more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where they're getting
the only
exposed
ones who were
first.
actually truly
Vulnerable.
really vulnerable. You know,
Yeah.
aside from those of us with comorbidities.
But listen, it's just a reality here. It's truth. We have to be obsessed with truth. That's why this show exists. We want to point you to truth. We want to point you directly to truth, and that's where it is. Listen, at the end of the day, if the Republicans start to really, Republicans have already done that. I don't really call myself a Republican. I'm a registered Republican, but I'm a conservative, you know what I mean? But even if the conservatives decide,
Hey, we're gonna stop conserving the Constitution,
like anti-fascists, the Antifa,
Yeah.
who are anti-fascist, but they're really fascist.
Yeah.
If the conservatives
Well,
do that,
they're anti-fascist yet practice
Fascism.
dogmatics.
dogmatic fascism. Like, if the conservatives all of a sudden become progressives, I'm out too. It's just really that simple. Okay? I'm not
You mean
looking...
become Bush?
Yeah, because it's about principles. It's
very-
about principles over people,
Yep.
over personalities. Yeah, and I don't mean over people like, people be damned. I'm sticking to my principles.
So that's what I think. No, I'm just
But I mean,
I'm kidding.
well,
I'm kidding.
we have our principles because it's what's best
Sure.
for mankind.
Yeah.
Freedom is what's best.
My principles are going to outlast... Well, not my principles, but God's principles are going to outlast Ron DeSantis. Because there's going to be a point where we're pissed at Ron DeSantis. I went through Tourette's with Ron DeSantis. I loved him when I voted for him. I got mad at him when he fell for this stupid lockdown bullcrap, okay? And I let him know every single day. I made a workout video about it every single day. That DeSantis, you can't take my gains, and you didn't. So there it is, right? But then I loved you when you woke up and you're like, okay, this is stupid. Let's get back to business. Kudos on you.
Even then, you were like, well, it's about time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was like, double down on that, triple down on that, quadruple down on
Yes.
that, and we're like, okay, hell
Okay.
yeah,
Hey, now we're
Yeah.
going on the right direction.
hell yeah.
Because the thing is, this like we can't think. Go ahead.
It's about backing up liberty.
Yeah.
Our entire country is based on individual liberty.
Yeah.
Liberty.
Yep.
And people don't even know it understand what liberty is,
No, they
And,
don't.
and we shouldn't
which
be.
is scary.
Well, because they want their personal rights, but they think that their right to
Personal
never
rights
have
is
to
liberty.
have a bad moment in their life
Yeah.
is a thing.
no, that's
They
not
don't
liberty.
understand what the difference between why we have the rights that are instantiated in the Constitution, why those are rights and things like healthcare are not. They don't know the difference. They don't understand. They're not even thinking about to have healthcare as a human right. You have to force people to perform labor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and
Forced
thus taking
labor.
away their
Liberty.
rights.
Their
Yeah.
liberty.
Yeah, their liberty.
Libertà.
Exactly.
So yeah.
And so they've been fed that they're special,
You're so special.
that everything that they do is great.
You're so great.
Okay,
Participation awards.
they've been
You're
fed that that they deserve, things like healthcare and free schooling and so on and so
Don't
forth.
I deserve those things?
And they've not been taught anything about the things that they do have that are given to us by God, because they don't even know that God exists. The left was brilliant to take over our education system
You're
first,
smart.
because we've relied too long on shipping our kids off to people, and we are products of that. Even some of our private schools are garbage.
Just as bad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
Amen.
yeah, and so, we've been lazy.
Yep.
We've been asleep.
Yep.
And we woke up in the middle of Obama's first term.
Yep.
And we were like, what the?
HE
hell?
double hockey sticks.
But by then, it was
Too late.
Was it too late?
I don't think it's too
I don't
late.
know.
But
It's too late for some things. I really believe that the dollar is going down the tube.
oh, it's done.
And possibly all fiat currency the world over. Wokeism, that the church of the woke, is infiltrating everything, including, the church.
Max Lucado, man. Y'all hear about that your boy?
No.
Defending LGBTQ, bro.
Seriously.
Apologize. Yeah, look it up.
Man.
Look it up!
So this is
Look
what
it
we're
up.
this is what we're talking about.
Chandler gone woke. Go broke, bro.
Yeah, it's everywhere. So we are awake.
Ruffy Zacharias, forgot about that too.
Yeah,
That was sad. Sad.
yeah. Well, this is in these cases. This is why, in the case of the church, in the case of pastors and evangelists letting us down, we don't look to them for our
No,
salvation.
it's Jesus, man.
Thank goodness.
Thank God.
There's only one person who's lived a perfect life,
Mhm.
and he was nailed to a cross, and he died, and then he rose again on the third day.
See, that's the key part right there.
Yes,
Because a lot of people die for causes,
for sure.
but there's only one of them.
Well, Paul says it himself. It says that if he didn't rise, if there was no resurrection, we're all fools.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because he paid for us with his death.
Yep.
Right? But he defeated death for us
With his
with
resurrection.
his resurrection.
Amen.
So he's done more than we could ever hope to even dream about accomplishing.
And then he
And
goes
he did
one
it.
step
And he
further.
did it. And here's the best part, though. Here's the most important part. He did it while we were yet sinners. And what does that mean to be a sinner? It means to be in open rebellion against God. Okay? In other words, everything. It's not just that you do bad things. You do bad things because you hate God and everything that He stands for. All right? That's our natural inclination.
Yep.
Is to love evil and to hate good.
Yep.
All right? That's what it means to be while we were yet sinners. So while we were yet in open rebellion, hating Him and everything that He stood for, He still sent His Son to die on a cross to pay for our sins, to pay for our rebellion. And then he defeated death for us, so that we could live in eternity, dying only once instead of the second death in hell for all eternity, burning in torture because we asked for it.
Yep.
Because we said, God, we hate you and everything that you stand for. And he said, well, I don't like that, but if that's what you want, so be it.
You know what's funny is that verse, there will be wailing and gnashing of teeth, because the wailing is going to come from cats that knew better. Well, I mean, everybody knows better. Romans 1 says that we all know this. Like, we all know what's true, right? We just, you know, the Bible's pretty clear. There's no such a thing as an atheist, it's just liars, right? So you're going to have people weeping in hell because they knew it, and they didn't do anything about it, right? And then you've got gnashing of teeth. That is...
Like the clenched fist.
Yeah, that is literally... I'm so angry, not because I'm here, but even though I know the truth, how dare you, God, put me in this place? Like, think about that, man.
But
It just open,
all in all,
massive rebellion, man.
you put yourself in
Yeah.
that place. Don't put yourself in hell.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do
It's
it.
so easy. It's so easy. The job's already been done.
So simple.
You have nothing to do except accept the free gift.
Except,
The gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ our Lord.
Wait, how do you accept it?
How do you accept it?
How do you accept his absolutely
You repent.
overly generous gift?
You repent and believe. Turn from your sinful ways and believe that Jesus is God, that he died on the cross and he rose again on the third day, and that's all that is
That's it.
necessary for you to live in eternity with him.
So all I gotta do is say that my
Wait.
sin sucks. And...
You mean I don't have to give all my money to the church?
No,
What?
you don't.
But
you
Joel
mean I
Osteen
don't-
said,
No.
but Max Lucado said,
And it doesn't mean that starting at this point your life is going to be your best life now.
not
you
even
know?
close.
It doesn't mean
Not even
that
close.
everything's going to be gravy.
It's promised the opposite.
I guarantee you my life is not gravy.
No,
Yeah.
I wish it was, but it's not.
Someday.
They know my life is not gravy.
Everybody's life is rough. This world is, this world is pain, princess.
But you know what?
And anyone who tells you different is selling you something.
They're selling you something.
I don't care how much I go through. There's one thing I will never turn my back on. And that is the saving grace of God.
Amen.
Amen.
A hymn. On that note, final thoughts, boys. What do we got?
I don't know. I don't think that was my thought.
That was pretty
I
good.
think that was a great
pretty
final
solid.
thought.
Pretty solid. Follow Jesus.
Amen.
Confess that he's Lord.
C.J. Martin's, and to top it all off, we deserve none of it. Exactly.
Amen.
Amen.
Exactly.
Well said.
Turn for your sins. Follow Jesus, people. That's the only way. Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be. What is it? Happy in Jesus? Is that
And
what
what the best part is, once you know him, you know truth.
it is? Amen.
And once you know truth, you can see the lies so clearly.
It's very true.
Mm.
I like it. I got nothing else to say. That's phenomenal. That just changed my freaking soul.
Well, just doing what I felt led to do.
Heck yeah, bro. I like it.
That's the way the two kings roll.
That's how we always roll, because we know who the real king is. Here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the phenomenal show. Dusty, thank you for producing, as usual. Done a phenomenal job. You have brought us to the promised land. You are the fanfare. You are the newest, just greatest shiny toy of this show that's out there. You know what I mean? But you're still Dusty! Okay, but anyways.
Oh yeah.
Sexiest man alive, appreciate you for rocking and rolling today, man. Make sure, if you're on Clapper right now, why the heck are you still on Clapper? Go to twitch.tv/Plausible Foolishness. Give us a follow, a like, a subscribe if you really like us. If you make sure you follow us on Instagram, Facebook. We're everywhere. We're on all the socials, so do check us out. Hunt us down. Find us. We've got great guests coming down the road. We've got more shows coming. We are 4 episodes away from our 3-year anniversary. 156 is coming. We're very excited about that. And we got a little taste. We got a little taste, a little tease of what's coming, which I'm excited about. And take us out with the tag phrase, bro. What you got?
All right. Well, come and we are the two kings of the Rube Empire. Come, become a citizen of the Rube Empire, where the taxes are voluntary, the people are free, We serve freshly roasted liberal logic every Wednesday at 9 p.m. on the dot.
It smells so good.
Mm.
See you guys later. Have a good night.
Peace out.